Hi, my name is Sean White, and I'd like to tell you why I make films. As children of two designers, my brother and I were encouraged to experiment with different art forms at a young age. From drawing on printer paper at the kitchen table for hours, to commandeering days of my parents' time to make elaborate Halloween costumes, I was restless unless I was creating. Early in my life, we started making home videos during our annual family vacation. Although film wouldn't pique my interest for years to come, this was an invaluable step. It took filmmaking from this outlandish, almost divine power to create pictures on a screen to something I could hold in my hands, something malleable, something attainable. Years later, I would walk through the doors of Trika Film Coalition, a club for student filmmakers that my brother had finally dragged me to. After a month or two of cowering in fear of social interaction, I was suddenly writing, directing, and editing my first film. Cutting Board Man was a goofy genre film about a superhero who fights crime with, you guessed it, cutting boards. But more importantly, it was the first time I used one of my favorite and most effective tools for visual storytelling, the montage. My first film that had a tangible emotional impact on me was Templar, a fantasy thriller about kids summoning an ancient monster by playing Dungeons and Dragons. In truth, it was about my brother leaving for college. The monster represented the denial I had been feeling at the time, and its ultimate defeat meant acceptance. Aside from being the first emotionally and thematically driven script I wrote, Templar was the first time I created an effective fight scene. During Templar, I also delved into color theory and motion graphics, using lighting and animation to represent the film's colliding elements of fantasy and reality.
Digimis criterum. Clamat cantet ter. Bis carere. Faciem tum sui. Dum canator aut mori succida.
Since then, I've branched out into other formats and subject matters. I've produced advertisements for my school theater department as director of marketing, taken a few videography jobs for a local orchestra, and made a documentary about a smaller school production as an excuse to hone my motion graphics skills. As for right now, I'm in the middle of directing my next overly elaborate film, Headrush, an experimental piece about a man with a switchboard inside of his brain. It's not done yet, but I would love to show it to you as a student.